Previously, we visited one of the most visited tourist spots in Sultan Kudarat, Mindanao, which is the Pangadilan Falls and Rock Formations, where we witnessed the beauty of the said place.
Order tayo ng chicken.
And in today's episode, we will try their famous chicken pastil, visit 3 of their famous mosques, which are the Pink Mosque, the White Mosque, and the Grand Mosque. And as a respect to their religion, we worn their hijab.
And kaya po niyang mag-accommodate ng 15,000 worshippers.
We also visited their municipal halls and provincial capitals, as well as had a side trip to their magical Blue Lagoon.
Ito yung pangalawang drop ko dito na It's your avenue, sunrise, forever in your life.
Alright, so nandito tayo ngayon sa Maguindanao Capital, kung saan lugar ni Ampatuan at ni Maguindanao noon. Ayan. So, picture taking muna, saglit lang kami dito dahil marami pa kami pupuntahan.
Alright, ready, 1, 2, and 3. One more, ready, 1, 2, and... Wait lang. Okay, ready, 1, 2, and... dito sa isang phone.
Maguindanao Del Sur was formed when Maguindanao province was split into 2 provinces, the other province being Maguindanao del Norte. The division occurred following a plebiscite on September 17, 2022, which ratified Republic Act 11550, which proposed the partitioning of the province. As per law, former Maguindanao Governor Maria Maguindanao was expected to become the governor of the newly formed Maguindanao del Sur province. However, an issue arose since the determination of the first set of officials of the province presumes that the plebiscite was held prior to the 2022 national and local elections. However, the plebiscite was postponed to a date after the elections. This led to the Commission on Elections to come up with a legal opinion. The position was issued on September 28, 2022, where the election body concluded that the only Department of the Interior and Local Government could appoint the first officials of the province. As we are headed to our next destination, which is Sultan Kudarat Provincial Capital, we passed through one of the 16 mansions of the Ampatuans, and these are abandoned. We are now on our next step, which is the provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat.
Provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat. So, base po doon sa likuran niya, this was built by or constructed under the administration of Governor Datu Pax S. Maguindanao and Congressman Datu Suharto Maguindanao. So, sila po ang nag-build ng Sultan Kudarat Provincial Capital. Ayan, so dito po yung ayan. Yan po yung view natin dito.
Emergence of Sultan Kudarat's leadership, Sultan Muhammad Dipatuan Kudarat, known as Sultan Kudarat, emerged as a prominent leader in the late 17th century. He played a crucial role in resisting Spanish colonization and defending the autonomy of his sultanate. In the 16th century, Spanish explorers made contact with the region that would later become Sultan Kudarat as part of their efforts to explore and establish a presence in the Philippines. This contact marked the beginning of the interactions between the local communities and the Spanish, which would later lead to conflicts and resistance as the Spanish sought to expand their influence in Mindanao. In the late 17th century, the Spanish colonization efforts in the Philippines extended to Mindanao, including the area that would become Sultan Kudarat. This period marked increased conflict and resistance as the Spanish encountered local Muslim communities and leaders, including Sultan Kudarat, who fiercely defended their territories and way of life against Spanish encroachments. The Spanish-Moro conflict during this time had a profound impact on the history of the region and its relationship with Spanish colonial authorities. In recognition of the historical and cultural significance of the area, the new province was named after Sultan Muhammad de Patuan Kudarat, a prominent Muslim leader who resisted Spanish colonization in Mindanao during the late 17th century. This naming reflects the province's rich heritage and its connection to its past.
Suhartoti, Mangudadatu. Dito tayo sa provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat.
Before heading to the next destination, which are the mosque, we stopped by one of the carinderias and we have tried one of their budget-friendly meal, which is the chicken pastil.
So, isa ito sa delicacy nila dito. Kakain. And so, lunch muna kami. Order natin ay chicken pastil. Ito siya. Ito yung order natin ngayon. So, susubukan natin tikman. Ganyan na i-take. Ganyan siya. Chicken pastil.
Right after having our quick lunch, we are now headed to visit the three famous mosques in Mindanao. We have now arrived at the Pink Mosque. The mosque construction was financed by then Mayor Samsudin Dimaukom. The land where the mosque was built was the property of the mayor's family. The mosque was built by Christian workmen to symbolize unity and interfaith brotherhood. The mosque first opened during the Ramadan season in 2014. The Dimaukom Mosque is notable for its pink painted facade. Pink is meant to symbolize peace and love. According to Mayor Dimaukom, who has used his favorite color pink as his campaign color, says that love is meant to cover various kinds of love, including love to Allah and the community. The move to have the mosque painted is also an effort to boost Datu Saudi Ampatuan's local tourism industry, having painted or built pink buildings in other parts of the town. We are now heading to our next destination, which is the White Mosque. Located few meters in Barangay Awang in the town of Datu Odin Sensuat, Maguindanao, the newly built Masjid Al-Nasir Abpi, now also called the White Mosque, has become an attraction in the area. The mosque has a color that represents two inviolable tenets of the Islamic faith, which are purity and peace. It is especially beautiful in the afternoon during sunset.
Subukan ninyo.
Ay, baka.
Bawal kasi malapit tayo sa ano. Puno niya na airport sa kabilo.
Okay. Ang airport.
Awang. Sabato. Awang airport. Sabato.
Pero walang direct kami.
Meron na. Direct kami dito.
Walang direct kami dyan. Trees.
Yung ibang ito, Derek Miran, Davao, Cebu, Zamboanga. Sige, picture tayo. Yung ibang tour na naayos ko, intelligence and exit dito sa baba. Ano, gusto niyo pa bang pumasok? Allowed naman basta ano daw?
Pasok kayo. Pasok yung papasok. Pasok ka na dito, madam. Okay lang. Okay lang po.
Okay.
Ma'am, doon lang muna.
Ready, 1, 2, and one more. Ready, 1, 2.
One, two.
Maguindanao Del Norte.
Yung kanina.
Pink Moss, Maguindanao Del Norte.
Ay, parehas.
So wala na yung dating Maguindanao.
Oo, yung buong Maguindanao talaga na. Kasi mga
Basta answer na lang.
Since when yan, kuya? Since napatalsik yung
2022 ata yung nabasa ko.
Since napatalsik yung
September 20.
hindi naman talaga ito kanina kapatid. Kaya na lang.
We are now down to the last and final mosque to be visited during our trip here in SOCCSKSARGEN. In respect to Islam religion, women should wear the called hijab and men should wear long flowing robes or long tunics that fully cover the body before you may enter the Grand Mosque. Whether you're a Muslim or not, you must have seen women wearing a head covering that covers all of their hair. Hijab is a piece of clothing that is used to cover one's head. Muslim women wear it to cover their heads to prevent them from the evil gaze. Many wonders about what is a hijab as well as why wear a hijab. If you're a Muslim woman considering wearing a hijab, you should know that it is a sign of modesty and self-security as it acts as a barrier against the opposite gender. Allah, the Almighty, has commanded women to cover themselves using a sacred piece of clothing known as hijab. The main purpose of hijab is to provide protection and repel all evil stares from the opposite gender and retain their charm and beauty from the outside world. After a few minutes wearing the hijab, we are now about to enter the Grand Mosque. The Grand Mosque of Cotabato, officially the Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah Mosque. It is situated in Cotabato City and is the second largest mosque in the Philippines with a capacity to accommodate 15,000 people. The biggest mosque in the Philippines is the Marawi Grand Mosque in Marawi City, which consists of 3 floors and a basement and a total floor area of 9,434 square meters and has a capacity to accommodate 20,000 worshippers at any given time. The Bolkiah Mosque is located in Barangay Kalanganan, 2 in Cotabato City. It is also the 3rd largest mosque in Southeast Asia after the Istiqlal Mosque of Indonesia and the Marawi Grand Mosque. The mosque was erected in 2011 with the building's construction reportedly costing US $48,000 million. Around 53% of the construction cost was partly funded by Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, after whom the mosque has been named, while the rest was funded by the administration of President Noynoy Aquino. The construction work was done by Manila-based firm Nu Canlaon Construction Incorporated, with Richard Harris Jordan as project manager. The mosque is 99.12% complete by April 2011. 300 workers were hired for the construction of the mosque. It was built on a lot donated by former Maguindanao 1st District Representative Didagan D. Langalen.
Alright, so nandito tayo ngayon sa Grand Mosque dito sa Cotabato at kailangan nating magsuot ng hijab bilang respeto po sa mga kapatiran nating Muslims. Ayan, so kung nakita nyo sa ating likuran, yan po yung Grand Mosque, the second largest mosque po dito sa Mindanao. And kaya po niyang mag-accommodate ng 15,000 worshippers. So ganyan po kalaki yung Grand Mosque dito. I think pwede natin siyang pasukin mamaya. So tutour namin kayo doon sa loob. Tara.
The Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah Mosque was designed by local architecture firm Palafox Associates of Felino Palafox. The mosque domes is painted in gold and their tips are adorned by crescent moons. The building's minaret stands 43 meters or 141 feet high and is lit at night, which serves as a guide for aircraft pilots flying near the area. The building itself occupies an area of 5,000 square meters, 54,000 square feet, or half a hectare on a 5-hectare lot.
Di ka dito ka, utatawid.
Dito sana.
Naawa-awa na ako na. Picture ako na. Ha? Picture ako na. Ha?
Before heading back to our accommodation, we have visited their magical Blue Lagoon. The town of Dato Odin Sinsuat, Dos, in the province of Maguindanao has its own version of deep and enchanting blue pool, the Blue Lagoon in Barangay Marquez. Located just few steps from the National Highway, the Blue Lagoon has become a popular swimming destination among residents of Dos, Cotabato City, and neighboring places. The Blue Lagoon is still on its raw state and undeveloped. The water comes from a natural spring and is a source of potable water for the residents in the area.
Ada tu?
By this time, we are expecting that the Blue Lagoon will show us its magical blue waters, but unfortunately it did not due to bad weather condition. So if you wanted to visit this place and to see its magical blue waters, we advise that you come here at summer time.
Yes, ito nakikita ko kayo. Ayun yung kahoy. Ay, ito ano? Ano mga kahoy?
First nga yung iba talagang kulay nila.
Nakakasya talaga dito. Oo, tayo yun?
Hindi, puno na tao. Hindi tayo pinagbigyan ng color niya na majestic. Oo, kulay blue yun. Ito yung pangalawang drum ko dito na
Talaga dito?
oo, sa nagbahan.
Tapi di saya di daging bilang talaga makita pa di kayo mo tapos abdi dito dapat yung daging dito
We are a bit dismayed, just a little bit, but there's they called na babalikan na natin yan next time. So please be good to us, Blue Lagoon, the next time we visit you. At And of course, show us your enchanting, majestic blue waters.
Like tayo nagpicture sa majesticity lang.
Picturean niyo pa rin.
Ano to?
Bakit tumaas agad yun?
Sige, mag-white box na lang tayo.
And of course, before ending this day's trip, we rewarded ourselves with good food and rested for tomorrow's another itinerary. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on our next episode.
Bali guna sa satu, bali guna sa gamu. Ya katumlamot pat bali tu balu, demum skuli kung ngalibun, balakadi kung ngalibun, lamas feeling isak makam tabalin.